Hey everyone, if you don't know me, my name is Michael Campbell and I am the pastor of children's ministry at Grace Church in Ohio. As believers and followers of Jesus, we must obey his teaching and mirror his life to the best of our abilities. In doing so, we lean on the Holy Spirit to empower us to be who God created us to be. We follow the Great Commission as described by Jesus in Matthew 28:19-20, which says, "Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you, and behold, I am with you to the end of the age." The important thing to notice there is that not only did he teach, but they observed the teaching. So Jesus' words weren't just speech, but they saw it in action as well. And it's important to remember that he is with us, even with what I'm about to share. Our mission is not just for the local community. As a denomination in the CMA, Christian Missionary Alliance, we must not keep this local mindset, but have a global mindset as described in Acts 1:8. Now, I understand that some people are called to go overseas and some are called to their own neighborhoods, but the important thing to notice is that every believer in Jesus is called for mission. So with the expectation that we are all sharing the love of God and the good news of Jesus Christ, we must always look for ways in which we can empower and encourage global missions. So as a church, we do this specifically through prayer, which God uses, but also the GFC, the Great Commission Fund. Now, the Great Commission Fund is something huge in the Christian and Missionary Alliance. It gives the Alliance people the opportunity to reach a lost world with the hope of Jesus. And it gives missionaries and other CMA workers the freedom to answer their call to ministry without the worry of fundraising. Now, to name a few, as described, here are some of the things that the GFC supports when you financially give to the church. It gives missionaries and their families overseas, workers in ethnic communities across the United States and globally. It gives new church communities in nearly 60 countries, including the United States. It gives creative access for workers in places where traditional missionaries can't even go. Training for church leaders and church members. It's extremely important. And the list goes on and on. But most importantly, we must be a church that loves seeing God raise up leaders, families, and missionaries who plant churches. We as a church care about the advancement of God's kingdom, and this is a very simple way to do just that. But this isn't just a checking of the box. You are actively participating in God's moving around the world. We may not have the means or the access to these lost people groups, but with the ability and the help from the Great Commission Fund and the CMA, we have the ability to share Jesus Christ with those who would never had the opportunity. And that's possible through your help. It's important to remember that theological schools and discipleship classes for future church leaders help build a strong national global church. As it becomes difficult to place North American workers in creative access countries, the Great Commission Fund is helping to train national missionaries for service in those areas. Our international workers, our IWs, don't just do the simple VBS or project about the good news about Jesus Christ, but they rather create programs to equip the saints, evangelize, and ultimately train the new converts to be who God called them to be and to be completely ingrained into their own culture. That way we can, like the Apostle Paul, go from city to city, country to country, establishing healthy and thriving churches. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to reach out to me or go to cmalliance.org for more information. Till then, God bless and take care.